Hey folks, so welcome to the second episode of the Bad Toy Review with me, Jonathan. Here I just review bad toys that I pick up at dollar stores from around the neighborhood. There is a whole wealth of them, as I'm finding out. Today's specimen, as I like to call them, is this. It is a mission officer, or a mission police officer, as it says right there. Kind of a big case here. This is about the size of my hand or so, maybe a bit smaller than that. Comes with several accessories, as you can see there in the package. Some interesting sort of Google image type pictures on the box. SWAT team officer there, some officers hopping out of a van in the middle of a field. You can't really see it, but it's kind of behind the bubble there. It's odd. They don't exactly look like American police officers, but I guess that's all right, so long as they're not some sort of hit squad, I guess. On the back, you've got a whole lot of nothing except for a barcode. Tells you this came from the JPW International Commerce Company, I guess. Made in Shenzhen, China. Not often you get a province there, but hey, it's the dollar store. All right, so I guess let's pop this open and see what happens here. Typical paper card. Comes off pretty easy, like it's been glued on with Elmer's glue. So you get some more pictures behind the bubble there. There's a helicopter, some police, Metro Police. It says. I don't know. I think they're giving out a little bit more than speeding tickets on there. You've got some officers there. One hiding in the bushes there. I really don't know what kind of crime they're fighting. Certainly no crime around here. So here he is, taking him out of the casing there, and this is what we get. First off, the man of the hour. All the joints are pretty flimsy. You can kind of spin that around pretty easily. They all move pretty solid on there. The head doesn't seem to come off, as sometimes they do. You've got your pretty standard, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jointed action figure. I've got some sort of number tattooed on his butt here. You peel that right off. Hopefully that's not important. Comes with several accessories. Let's take a look at those. The accessories are held in there with a little piece of tape. One is a vest. Presumably you can pop right on him. I can't imagine he's a terribly good crime fighter. His head is so disproportionately smaller than his body, but I don't know. I'm not one to judge. That might not be the case, but hey, vest can barely fit over that hat of his. Alright, so he's starting to suit up there. Luckily the hat color is starting to bleed into his bald scalp. I might look into that if I were him. And his arms just sort of go up and down, not entirely the best for fighting crime. Theoretically, you might have to move faster than this, but, theoretically it's been working for him. Let's see what else we've got in this package here. We've got a belt with a very handy-dandy Bowie knife that does not seem to come out of its sheath, which, again, when it comes to fighting crime, I don't know. I'm a teacher, but presumably you might need to do that at some point. I think that this is a leg strap. It looks a little too small for it to fit around his waist, his rather gargantuan waist, actually. Don't know what that's supposed to be. Sort of looks like something Stallone would have. Well, that doesn't seem to really cling on very well. I can barely figure that out. So we're just going to make the attempt and let that fall right off, and hope for the best with him, that he can maybe just figure out some other method for the knife. Now what's coming up here is actually interesting. He's got one gun here, which is kind of standard, I guess. He can hold on to that barely. Maybe not. Well, barely. There you go. You can kind of manage that. So that gun there, I'm not really sure what kind of a gun that is. I don't even know if they make such things, but maybe they do. Looks like it's got a flashlight at the end of it. Alright, so he's got that. But for the really hard crimes, those old ladies stealing the Oreos at the Stop and Shop, you've got this bad boy that he can hold on to. Some sort of a Gatling bazooka or something. Seems like a pretty cool crime fighting tool. When you really want to just explode your enemy into chunks there. who cares about fair trial when you've got this guy hunting you down? I think that, yeah, you're pretty much shit out of luck. Do you feel lucky, punk? But that is, again, I mean, he's pretty easy to run away from. Doesn't go all that fast. Not too many joints that are bendy there. And I think if you're a criminal, you'll probably be all right. Just as long as you can outrun whatever would come out of these guns, which in this case is a whole lot of nothing. So there you go. His small head, perhaps preventing him from actually solving all that much. He seems to be kind of confused, if you can see the look on his face there. Seems like kind of a confused look, like he kind of doesn't know why he's got these big guns if he's supposed to apprehend criminals as opposed to blow them up. But I'd be confused too. And there you go, a very confused, miscellaneous, random officer from somewhere. That is today's installment of the action figure finds at the Bad Toy Review from the local National Wholesale Liquidators up here in Astoria. We'll see what else we can find on an upcoming episode with me, Jonathan, at the Bad Toy Review.